Good morning, Mark. Nice to see you. How is everything?
Good morning, Jack. I am okay. How are you?
I am fine, Mark. Please come in. It's going to be a rainy day today. Hey, Mark, I was thinking about playing cricket today, but the weather forecast says it would rain throughout the day. I'm not sure if we should go.
Yeah, I heard about that too, Jack. Given the weather, maybe it's a good idea to stay in and catch up instead. There are some things about our cricket team and the current situation I wanted to talk to you about.
Sounds like a plan, Mark. Let's stay in and chat. What's been bothering you about the cricket team?
Well, the recent behavior of some of our players has been quite disappointing. The select committee is not happy with how things are going, and it's affecting the team's image.
I couldn't agree more, Mark. It's frustrating to see some players not upholding the values and sportsmanship that our team should stand for. It's tarnishing our reputation.
Exactly. And it's not just their behavior, our recent performance on the field has been subpar too. We've had a string of losses, and it's disheartening.
It is disheartening, Mark. We need to take a hard look at our failures as a team and figure out what's going wrong. We used to be so strong together.
I think it's a combination of factors, Jack. Our training regimen needs an overhaul, and some players need to step up and take responsibility.
Agreed. We also need a better communication channel with the select committee. It seems like we're not on the same page.
That's true, Jack. We need to establish clearer goals for the team and have a more open dialogue with the committee. We need to let them know our vision for the future.
Speaking of the future, Mark, what are your thoughts on where we should be heading as a team? What are our long-term goals?
Well, Jack, I think our first goal should be to rebuild our team's reputation. We need to get back to being known for our sportsmanship and excellence. Then, we can work on regaining our position in the league.
That sounds like a solid plan, Mark. I also believe we should focus on nurturing young talent and building a stronger sense of camaraderie within the team.
Absolutely, Jack. Unity and mentorship can go a long way in shaping the future of our team. And we need to emphasize character development as much as skill development.
I couldn't agree more, Mark. It's not just about winning. It's about being a team that people look up to and respect.
Well said, Jack. I'm glad we had this chat. It's important for us to be on the same page and start working towards a brighter future for our cricket team.
Indeed, Mark. Let's make a commitment to not just talk about it but take actionable steps towards improvement. We owe it to ourselves and to the team.
Hey, Mark, how often do you find time to read books?
Well, Emily, I try to make reading a regular habit. But lately, it's been a bit tough with work and all. I aim for at least a few nights a week.
I totally get that. It can be challenging to find the time. What kind of books do you enjoy reading the most?
I'm a big history buff, so historical nonfiction really gets me excited. Learning about the past and how it shaped our world is fascinating.
Oh, that's intriguing. What's the most interesting historical book you've read recently?
I recently finished *Sapiens* by Yuval Noah Harari, and it was mind-blowing. It delves into the history of humanity in such a thought-provoking way.
I've heard great things about that book. What do you think are the main benefits of reading books?
Books provide knowledge, of course, but they also offer an escape from reality and a chance to explore different worlds and perspectives. Plus, they can be a great way to unwind.
You're absolutely right. Do you have a special place where you like to read?
I usually read at home, in a cozy corner with a cup of tea. It's my little reading nook. How about you, Emily?
I love that image. I mostly read in bed before sleep, but I do enjoy visiting the local library on weekends. It's so peaceful there.
Libraries do have a unique charm. Is there a particular book that's had a significant impact on you?
The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho is one of those books. Its message about following your dreams resonated with me deeply.
That's a beautiful book. How long does it typically take you to finish a book?
It really depends on the book's length and complexity. On average, I'd say about 2 weeks, but sometimes longer if it's a hefty one.
I get that. I can get lost in a good book too. Do you carry books when you travel?
Absolutely. Whether it's a weekend getaway or a long journey, books are a must-have for me. They make the time fly by.
I couldn't agree more. Is there a good bookstore or library near your place?
Yes, there's a charming independent bookstore just a block away. They have a wonderful selection of books and a cozy reading area.
That sounds fantastic. I love browsing through local bookstores. Thanks for sharing, Emily. It's been great talking about our reading habits.
Likewise, Mark. It's always a pleasure discussing books with fellow enthusiasts. If you ever need book recommendations, feel free to ask.